Mike Smith first met Clyde Tombaugh when Mike was a college student.
I believe it was in 1963.
As a young man, Clyde W. Tombaugh discovered the planet Pluto. His family couldn't afford to send him to college, but after his discovery at the Lowell Observatory in Arizona, universities opened their campuses with offers of scholarships. In his career, Tombaugh would work at White Sands Proving Ground Missile Range, then helped found the astronomy department at New Mexico State University. In September 1972, NMSU dedicated the Clyde W. Tombaugh Observatory.
I'd always been an amateur astronomer, even as a kid. I started out about 10 years old, and I knew Dr. Tombaugh had lived there, but I never really thought I'd ever get to meet him. And one day, I happened to, believe it or not, I believe it was in the cafeteria, in the student cafeteria. He used to go everywhere. He'd show up anywhere. You couldn't believe it. He was another person that was so incredibly people-friendly. He had a way about him. It was I almost have to say mesmerizing, if you can fathom that. He could talk about astronomy, of course, like very few others, but he could talk about a lot of other subjects very well, too.
Smith remained friends with Tombaugh until the latter's death in January 1997.
In fact, he died, I think it was 4 weeks exactly after Carl Sagan died. Carl Sagan died December 20th of 96, and Dr. Tombaugh died January 17th of 97. And it was a very raw day. It was, being in January, you would of course expect that, but it was very windy and just a totally blustery day here in Alamogordo. It was quite cold. It wasn't terribly cold, but it was certainly not comfortable outside. But I'll never forget that day. It's things like that that stay in your mind for